Yo, what's good, YouTube? Yo, look, alright, today sorry, my camera fucked up. We gotta talk about a supposed leak that came out for Kingdom Hearts 4. And I'll say this off of the rip. I don't believe it by any fucking means. I'm sorry, but Kingdom Hearts does everything very, very accurately to not leak shit. And they've done a good job at it always, and they've never genuinely been leaked. Aside from one that was like a leak of what the Monsters Incorporated world would look like, and that wasn't anything big or anything like that. So genuinely, I want to say from the start of this, I wouldn't believe it if I was you, and I'm going into it not necessarily believing it or just thinking it's pure speculation, really, and genuinely take it all with a grain of salt. And because it's a rumor kind of blowing up everywhere, because nobody's really came up with a rumor about Kingdom Hearts yet, so it's the first thing people hear about it in fucking years, and everybody's gonna go crazy about it and be like, "Oh my god, check it out!" So we're gonna watch this, and we'll see what they're talking about, and let's fucking get into it.
Person comes up with some Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff. And so let's read through it. Hey, maybe it's accurate. Most likely it's not. I would again say that it's not true. Okay. But let's read through it and let's see where it takes us.
That's what I'm saying.
Kingdom Hearts 4 was originally planned to release this year, 2026, but was delayed till Q3 of 2027 back in 2025 to ensure its quality. As it stands right now, the development is going very well following the delay and is progressing smoothly according to its new schedule. However, Square Enix is currently unsure when they'll reveal the next trailer. The marketing department is currently deciding between D23 or Tokyo Game Show, with even the Game Awards being considered if they can't do the other two.
Okay. I'll fucking disband that one right there. You feel me? Look, the dates, that's all straight speculation. Respectfully, we're in Q2 of 2026 right now. And they came out with an artwork saying, hey, be ready for our 25th anniversary, which is in 2027. So genuinely what this guy is saying is he's taking that and speculating, oh, it was going to come out here, or at least I can say that, but they delayed it to this, thinking they're going to come out with some news for it, like a release date, speculating that a release date is going to be released by their 25th anniversary, which at the Tokyo Game Awards would be about the time of their 25th anniversary. So that would make sense at that point. So again, that's just straight speculation, and there is no proof behind that. And even they say grain of salt, bro. I'm already calling this as just speculation off of what's already happened and straight fucking guesses. This ain't no gaming leaks or nothing like that.
Disney worlds are much more expansive than any other game before, focusing heavily on cinematic spectacle and exploration even more than Kingdom Hearts 3. Quadratum is where a large portion of this game's story is spent and is bigger than all of the Disney worlds, making each world, Disney and Kingdom Hearts original, as full as they currently are, is what has been taking up a large chunk of the development and what the majority of manpower has been going towards. Disney approved Square's usage of the other properties such as Marvel and Star Wars within Kingdom Hearts years ago. This is what Nomura was referring to at the Second Breath concert back in 20.
Again, literally exact same thing. I could break that down the exact same way. Dude, no shit, it's based in Quadratum. We know that because that's where Sora's at and he's dead and everybody needs to come back to bring him back. We know from the end of Melody and Memories that Riku goes to Quadratum. We also know that from the trailer that we've seen and things like that. Cool. We've also seen in the actual screenshots that Square Enix has released that there's a scene and a part of the game that's playable as Mickey. So they're thinking, oh, Riku came in, and I'm not saying it's not a good theory. It is a great theory, and I genuinely think it would be cool as shit. I would love that. But they're thinking you're gonna have a you know playable fucking arc with Riku and shit, and then this same thing at this point. I'm getting ahead of myself with that last one. Disney bought this shit and properties and rights to shit. You know what I mean? We've also seen pictures and the trailer where it looked like it was a Star Wars world. So it's not necessarily far to assume that they would be able to throw some small little Marvel stuff in there as well. But again, it's mainly going to be Quadratum because, bro, that's where Sora's at. That's where the Master of Masters is at. That's where everybody at right now. So, no shit, it makes sense that most of the story is going to be in Quadratum, my dude. Come on.
23. That's a deep cut. That's a little bit of, okay, I know some stuff, so I'm going to tie into like previous lore, right?
Exactly. See,
the build
that's
system,
literally what I just
as well as the chain of bonding system. The keychain Sora uses in the reveal trailer faced a massive internal overhaul after a large batch of new staff were brought on in 2023. It's now greatly expanded from what it originally was planned to be, going far beyond anything previous entries ever have done with the combat. Keyblade switching will return with extremely versatile combo potential. Reaction commands have been modified to work in tandem with Keyblade switching and were designed to feel like a direct evolution of what reaction commands were in Kingdom Hearts 2. Critical mode and data bosses are planned to be at launch but have yet to be fully implemented into the current build. Many portions of the story, not focusing specifically on Sora, have been arranged and cut. Riku is much more involved in the plot than originally planned and has multiple long stretches of playable segments. Final Fantasy characters do return, but have modernized designs.
again, that's literally what I just said. We've already seen we've already seen that you can play as Mickey and shit. So there's going to be other playable characters. Do I think that it's gonna focus more on Riku than Sora? No, absolutely not. Do I think we might get some playable scenes as Riku? Dude, I genuinely think we might. And I think one could even go as far as to speculate that, like, you know, maybe this guy's even going as far as assuming, the voice actor for Riku, Graven, fucking great dude. I met him at an event not too long ago. Awesome fucking dude. You guys should check him out, actually. Dude, he has been at a shit ton of fucking meet and greets and events and stuff like that. So, like, it wouldn't be fair to be like he's putting himself more out there so that more people are gonna play Kingdom Hearts because he has a bigger role in this one. And that would make sense, again, to speculate. This is genuinely, I'm gonna go in with the same shit I said in the beginning, bro. This is gonna be a straight up fucking nothing burger and like straight up theories, bro. This isn't no leaks or nothing like that, dude. Don't believe any of this shit. I'm standing tall on that shit.
Missing Link's cancelization was something that was considered as early as late 2024, causing Nomura and the writing team to evaluate what elements from that story would be the most important to include in Kingdom Hearts 4. Any of Missing Link's key...
I said that. Look, I said that in a fucking live stream whenever I fucking finished that shit and we were talking about fucking how Missing Link was canceled. I literally said that, and I said, look, it wasn't even canceled. It was the fact that they couldn't release that part of the story because then we would know things about the Master of Masters and certain aspects like that are keeping the story a mystery, that are keeping people enticed. If we don't have that mystery, we don't have people enticed. So, what my guess would be is that they didn't cancel Missing Link. They postponed it till after, or they dissolved it into Kingdom Hearts 4 because it makes sense because we're learning more about the Master of Masters in this one. We didn't even need much to fucking speculate that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go off on this dude and poke holes in all of his shit because you're not gonna bait me into thinking that I get some rumors about Kingdom Hearts, bro. You're not gonna do that. That is not something that's gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now.
story elements will be presented through playable segments with Mickey, Ventus, Kyrie, and 2 characters new to the series. Kingdom Hearts 4 was originally planned to have an online system that, in a
He's
way, would
thinking
have
of
acted as a
Yazora
companion
and
to
somebody
Missing Link,
else.
allowing players to unlock special items such as summons, build gears, and keyblades by linking their Missing Link account and completing certain objectives within Missing Link. A
That's a
multiplayer
big
aspect to
stretch,
this
though.
system was also planned after Missing Link's cancellation. This online system was heavily reworked to not include any reference to Missing Link and almost acts as an entirely separate experience to the main story of Kingdom Hearts 4. Regarding other titles within the series, this is where it gets a little bit iffy. There are currently 2 games besides Kingdom Hearts 4 that are in development. A fully animated HD recap movie of Union Cross and Dark Road mobile titles in the same vein as back cover was planned to release in Q1 of 2027.
Again, bro, that would actually be hard as fuck. Not even gonna lie. Because for years, dude, ever since fucking like Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, bro, I have been saying this is something that if somebody came out with a TV show or a movie or something like that, bro, I would watch the absolute fuck out of that shit, and I genuinely think it would be a hit. They've also already done small little animated recap movies and shit like that. So it's not necessarily a stretch to say, oh, I bet you they'll come out with recap videos of these mobile titles because they took them off of the App Store, so it'll entice people to watch them a little bit more. That is very highly possible. Probably even true, honestly. Like, if they wanted to turn that shit into a movie, they genuinely absolutely could, and that shit would be a fucking banger, dude. But dude, again, it's all speculation and could absolutely happen. But is it real? No, no. Everybody wants a fucking remake of Kingdom Hearts 1 in 358 days. That's because this one, respectfully, the fucking play style of that was not great. No, I'm thinking of a different one. Sorry, that one wasn't bad at all. It's just that it was only on the Switch, and Kingdom Hearts 1 has old graphics. But at the same time, they're not gonna do a full remake of Kingdom Hearts 1. Bro, get that shit out of your head right now. That's not gonna happen. They already came out with a remastered version of it in that bundle deal that they have thing. They're not gonna go back to it. They're not gonna go work on a past title when everybody really wants the next title and the next part of the story. Because they're not gonna lose interest like that, bro. Nomura old. That motherfucker ain't living forever, bro. He gotta continue the story, my dude. Like, come on now, guys. Let's be real now. That shit can happen after him. You know what I mean? Let this man cook the rest of the shit. I could absolutely see 358 days being somewhat considered, but that's because a lot of people beg for that shit online, and they're like, dude, I would really enjoy playing this because I remember playing it on my Switch. I think it'd be cool if they came out with it as a PC game or a PC port or something like that so that I could play it nowadays. I could absolutely see if they remade the game, spruced it up a little bit, and said that it was fucking PC compatible, fucking console compatible, things like that for a nice little price, you know? Could absolutely see that. Again, on social media, it's what people want. Fucking.
It was ultimately decided that it would be bundled with Kingdom Hearts 4 to ensure that
And then
players
here we
know
go,
the
this shit.
necessary
That's
lore that would be
confirmed, but
vital
that's
for
because
understanding
they've said
Kingdom
it
Hearts 4's
themselves.
story.
That's
They
not a
also
leak
include
or a
extra
speculation.
cutscenes
They
and
said it
improved
was gonna
lore
happen.
originally meant to be
These fucking
revealed in
Fortnite
Missing
skins,
Link. A
bro.
side game focused on Kyrie is in very early
This is a big old
development
nothing
and will
burger.
run
I'm sorry.
parallel to Kingdom Hearts 4's story. A full remake of 1 and 358 over 2 days was being considered for a time, but Nomura decided to put it on the back burner in order to push the Kingdom Hearts franchise forward into the Lost Master arc at full speed. Sora, Riku, and Kairi are planned to come to Fortnite as skins. It was originally going to be released at the end of 2026, but it was pushed back to be closer to Kingdom Hearts 4's Q3 2027 release. Final Fantasy VII Remake is also planned to have a Fortnite collab with skins and a limited time game mode in Q1 of 2027, as Square decided to space those two collabs out to maximize interest and profit. Now, I mean, there's a
I can
lot
see
there
that,
that
but
sounds
that's
accurate.
just
There's
because
a
they
lot there that I
bought
would
their
do if I was
bag.
in charge of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, okay? But at the same a couple things I want to point out, one of which is this is coming from such confidence and such amount of, like, they have to know so many different things, right? If you remember the
Right.
original leak, and this is why it's
That's
very
what I'm
important
saying.
that if you're looking at this in a vacuum, it sounds very good. You know, and it sounds like, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. The thing, though, is they served, I believe, as like a middleman in the Final Fantasy VII one. It was one of those, like, janitor in the hallway type things. Like, they knew somebody that was, I believe the Final Fantasy one was they knew someone from Square Enix marketing that was working in tandem with Jeff Keighley for Summer Game Fest, and that's how they knew, like, the trailer that's going to be shown at Summer Game Fest, right? But they don't know the whole picture. They don't know the whole game. They just kind of know what they've seen because they work with the marketing, and so they're planning on the trailer for Summer Game Fest.
And it
So
probably
where did
ain't
this
even
come
that
from?
far for
You know,
this
it's the
guy,
same
for
person,
sure, for
so
sure.
that person has really nothing to do with it. This person has nothing to do with it. They only know that Final Fantasy info through somebody else. So really, I guess what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to stay consistent on, like,
And if you get Final Fantasy characters like Yazora, whoa, crazy, in Quadratum, um, dude, I think that's kind of like the attire for them in there. I don't know, I don't know that, but I was kind of getting that vibe that everybody was dressed in some fucking swagged out fucking old school attire, bro.
like this person, right? Now all of a sudden
It's
they
not
know
hard to speculate.
everything. They know everything in regards to Kingdom Hearts. Does that Final Fantasy person, is
Is
that
there
the same
more?
person we're talking about? Like, they know all this stuff. So I understand, like, we're reaching deeper in, like, different games lore now.
No,
But I do
there's
think it's
not
important
more.
because it's the same.
So I do think that was all the docs. I want to give this guy a fucking thumbs up. Shoot this guy a sub too. Dude, look, again, it is it's just like I said in the beginning of the video, bro. Don't take a fucking Kingdom Hearts quote unquote leak or rumor seriously. If it does not come from Square Enix and it does not come from fucking, oh shit, my phone doing that, and it does not come from Disney or something like that. Somebody, Nomura, somebody who has a direct ties, and we all know they have direct ties. Bro, it's not real. It's not real. That's all pure speculation. We could think what we want to think. We could think this. We could think that. But the truth is, bro, they've bamboozled us from the beginning, bro. They have bamboozled us and kept us on our toes from the beginning. And you know what? That's why we love this fucking series so much, dude. There is a reason we enjoy this series and we're so anxious for it. It's because we genuinely never know what is right around the corner. We have all these theories, all these crazy things that could happen, but they've kept it as secret and done it good, bro. They don't even let Sora go to events, and he doesn't even want to go to events so that they don't answer fucking questions and shit, bro. Look, dude, that doc, that fucking leak, that rumor, big old nothing burger. I commend the dude for the theories on it and whatnot, but they're not hard theories and speculations to come to if you're paying attention to the series, you know. So I'm glad we were able to kind of debunk that really quick and get that shit out of y'all head now, dude. It's worth the wait. It does sound like we're gonna get some good news and some good info next year on their 25th anniversary. They already said, you know, that's what they're looking for. So do be hopeful for that. We're at least gonna know something new, you know what I mean? And that's really not too far away, bro. You can't even tell me your time ain't been flying away like that, bro. But it's gonna be good. We're gonna have a good time on it. And these people that leak shit, they really don't know what they talking about. They wish, and that's cool. But, you know, keep the speculations to speculations. Don't try to say that shit real, you know what I'm saying? And use some badass leaker, you know what I mean? So, dude, you guys have an amazing day. If you like the video, dude, if you want to like and sub, I genuinely appreciate it. We'll talk about things like this all the time. I do react videos. I also live stream gaming and things like that too. So if you do sub, you're in for a treat for sure. Yo, I appreciate you guys. Hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Later.